Hi guys, this is Patricia from Ranee Crochet, and this is a Christmas card opening and also a crochet and chat. I have two Christmas cards. The first one I'm going to show you is the one from my husband's aunt. It has the nativity scene, and that beautiful. The nativity is my favorite decoration at Christmas time. I love it above all the other decorations. For obvious reasons. Jesus is the reason. But anyway, I just love those, and that's from his aunt. And it says, Merry Christmas, and may God's love guide you through a blessed new year. I won't read you the personal note because it's family business, but isn't that beautiful? So pretty. And then I got a card from Peace Frog. You guys might see her if you have channels. You might see her in your chat, and I don't know if she's okay with me saying her name because some people we use our handles and don't use our personal names. So I won't say that, but without permission. But anyway, Peace Frog sent me a card. And it's beautifully decorated, and I can't show you the address, but I can do that and show you the cardinal. Isn't that cute? I love cardinals. They're the Indiana state bird, but also they're around during the wintertime. They're so bright red and beautiful against snow, and just so pretty, and Indiana has them all year round. But anyway, so let me flip this back so I can get it open. Oh, and the back, look, it has all those beautiful poinsettias and gnomes and Christmas stockings and snowflakes. I've got to up my Christmas card game because I don't decorate enough for everybody just sends me these beautiful envelopes that they took time to make even more special by adding, and I don't have a envelope opener in here. I'm using my scissors, but trying to be careful not to damage anything. Sorry guys, I should have did this pre the video so nobody would have to wait. The glue, if anybody has noticed, put it in the comments. The glue on the Christmas cards here lately, especially the ones that I use, are just not very good. Like you wet them and then seal the envelope and it just wants to open right back up again, so you have to tape it, which is what she's done. Okay, this says Merry Christmas. Oh, look how pretty, look how beautiful that is. I love poinsettias. I can't have real ones, I have fake ones because I have a cat and they're poisonous to cats and probably dogs too, and so I can't have one. And but this is got sparkly. I don't know if you can see it on the white. Sparkle don't show up on camera, but it's got sparkly and the white flowers, and then the poinsettias are textured. You can feel them. It's really nice. Embossed, that's what I should say. Embossed. On the back it says, this card is prayerfully sent by a friend of St. Joseph's Indian School, a residential school for Lakota Sioux children. With God's guidance, St. Joseph's provides an education, spiritual renewal, and Lakota cultural development. That is really cool. Beautiful. Oh, and the snowflakes are sparkly too. It's just hard to see. It says, may the holiday season bring only happiness and joy to you and your loved ones. God bless always, Peace Frog. And it says, cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Psalms 55:22. Let me read this first before I read out any personal stuff. Aw. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I can read this. It doesn't seem like it would be something she wouldn't want me to share. It says, to Patricia, thank you for all you share and show. You're welcome. I am going to get some yarn some awesome yarn, or is it awesome? Oh, I'm going to get some yarn this weekend. Awesome is my go-to word. I'm going to get some yarn this weekend to make your Cindy Lou scarf, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. I didn't read that correctly. Oh, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. That's what it... My eyes are so bad, you guys. I should have put on my glasses before I started this. But beautiful, beautiful card. I love it so much. And it's going on my Christmas card hanger thing. So all my, I don't have them all with me, but they'll all be, you know, I don't know how it'll be. I don't know if I'll have them like this or like this, but they'll all be hanging from the thing and be my Christmas decorations. That's what I love too about Christmas cards, because if you get one of those Christmas card holders, you can have them all, and it adds to the decorations as well. And plus, at the end, if you keep these, you can use them next year for decorations. So you'll never be out of some beautiful things. And some of them, like I've had my grandmother, she would take frames, old picture frames. There was this one, it was this beautiful beaved wood frame. And put Christmas cards in them and make beautiful Christmas decorations. And you can go to the thrift store and you can get those and what do you call it, upcycle, and make you some beautiful Christmas decorations. So thank you, Peace. I really loved it. Trying not to show the thing. So what else? Not really much. I did order another cookie box mini tin of the snail, the one that has a really big shell and everything. So that's going to be coming, and I'll show you guys when that comes. But otherwise, it's funny, Piece, that you mentioned the Cindy Lou scarf, because I'm making another one out of the blue yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby. I love, sorry about my voice, you guys. I love this yarn. Super soft, metallic. Oop. And it is very sparkly. Perfect for the Christmas holiday when you're going to go to an office party or just a family get together and you want to look snazzy. Or church. I mean, some people like to wear scarves as a accessory rather than just to keep warm like we do in Indiana. My hair is just fuzzing up back there. But anyway, I just got to the point where I need to tie on some, but I'm making the Cindy Lou scarf. So that's pretty cool. It was a nice segue from the Christmas cards to the scarf. So anyway, I hope you guys are getting your Christmas stuff done. I pretty much, I sent off, okay, first things first, I finally donated the soap sacks to the food bank, and they got them before Christmas, and that's what they were for, was for Christmas. I was going to give them at Thanksgiving, but I wasn't able to get there to get them delivered, and so they didn't get them for Thanksgiving, but that's good because they were really Christmas ones. They were all Christmas cotton, but I thought if they got them by Thanksgiving, they could, you know, use them during the Christmas holiday season. But it was close enough. It was not this Friday, but the Friday before last that I donated them and to the local food bank. So that was my entry for the well, it was to starter, it was just to make them to donate, but then we had the Crafting Giver patch that I wanted, and so when I finally donated them, I could claim them for the Crafting Giver. And I also made another, which I'll have it up here somewhere. I made, and you guys might have seen the short already, I made Noel, but I think he's a guy, so it would be Noel, the snowman. And I made a short of him, but I'll put a couple of the pictures up here. And he got a little scarf. And you know what? I have to look at my phone for the next step in this pattern because I don't have it memorized. Missy has it memorized. She's made so many. She's made 5 or 6 of these scarves already, and she memorized it. Now, what did I do? Oh, it's back here. Sitting on my phone. Ah, it's going down on the couch. Chair. There we go. Let me see. I just have to find the pattern. I took a screenshot. Now, I should have done this before before I got on here with you guys. So I didn't screenshot it. I got the PDF on, Missy sent it to me, so I'm gonna look at the PDF. Oh, I'm looking for it. I'm using my candy cane crochet hook from Fire. Oh, and I got some other things to show you too. You know what? I'm going to show you. Here's the scarf. I'll bring that up so I can look at that. But anyway, that's my 5.5 millimeter candy corn, not candy cane, candy corn crochet hook. But I got another purchase in the mail. It was Happy Mail, but it was Happy Mail of my own doing. I've already showed you some that I got from her. It's my little tin that's keeping all my stuff. So I already showed you guys these mushrooms, which I absolutely adore. They're not all cooperating, but they're mushrooms anyway. Little mushroom stitch markers that are just adorable. There's 4 of those. She tends to sell them in groups of 4, but some of them you get 5. And there is 4. One of them went down in the chair. Had to stop and take care of something. But anyway, I got these little cat stitch markers. They have an unusual hook thing though, and I'm afraid they just feel like they're gonna break. So these will probably be hung on something as a decoration instead of used as stitch markers, unless I'm going to knit with them, because you know you can slide your knit and you don't have to keep undoing it, but I'm afraid I'll break them. So these will be just for decoration. And that kind of bites because of, look how beautiful that is. Looks like Delftware. Because I really wanted to use them. And I don't knit very much, so that's not going to be a thing. But they're beautiful nonetheless. Would make great decorations. You could hook it onto something. You could even use them as earrings if you had pierced ears, which I don't. But let's see. But they're gorgeous anyway. And if I knit, I'll have some stitch markers. Isn't that cute? So pretty. The designs are gorgeous. I don't know where she gets hers from, but they're gorgeous. Now, the mushrooms I got from her have the lobster claw clips, and they work perfectly, and they're strong. And hold on, Kage, you can't get in my lap while I'm crocheting, baby. Well, he can, but I have to move everything. These ones have the really strong lobster claw clips, which are perfect for stitch markers. But I wanted to show you these because these are so cute. But the sad thing is they have the same holders as the other ones. I may change them. I may get some lobster claws and change them to lobster claw holders, because these are just freaking adorable. You got to see. Hi, baby. Hello. These are teacups and saucers. Look, there's the saucer. It's a little rose. And look, the teacup also has a little rose. Isn't that cute? And look, you can set the... oh, wait a minute. I have to hold it differently or it's just going to fall. You could set the little teacup on the little saucer. I can't hardly do it because I'm trying to hold on to the clip. But there we go. You can just have your tea. Isn't that adorable? So cute. So I need to, there's two. So you have four. There's 2 cups and two saucers. But they they have also that weird clip. So I think that I might get me some needle nose pliers and take those clips off and put on the lobster clips, or have somebody do it for me. Somebody who's better with their hands than me. But these mushroom ones right now are the working ones that I'm using because these ones have the weird clips. But next, it's my fault. I didn't look when I ordered, and some people are fine with those kind. I should have looked and bought wisely. I did not. I love Expression Fiber Arts, and I love the yarn that she makes, and her stitch markers are gorgeous. And the little teacup, so adorable. I love tea sets. Okay, now I have to find out where I am in the scarf before I start crocheting. So half double crochet, front loop only, I think is where I'm at. Now you guys can get this pattern if you go back to my video where I presented the pattern to you all. Chain and turn. You guys can get this pattern on that video. But this really isn't that video, that scarf pattern, because I'm not using the pinks and the greens for the Cindy Lou Jubilation scarf is what the pattern's called. In this case, I am just making it for a scarf for my aunt, and it doesn't have anything to do with the movie theme or anything, because it's, it's blue. It is kind of sparkly like lights, So you could say it was a Cindy Lou, but I'm not. I'm not. My aunt probably, and you're going to think this is weird to say, but she's probably never even seen the movie. She used to, I think I told you guys this before, she divorced my uncle, moved to another country, and is just now back in the United States, and this is where I tied in the yarn. So be careful so that I don't crochet with the end pieces, because I'll have to weave that in later. So I hadn't seen her since I was a little girl, and last Thanksgiving I got to meet her again and it was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that. So let's get back to y'all. I want to know what your plans are. Are you doing anything at all? Are you just staying in and enjoying the extra day off? Are you do you have the day off, or do you have to work? I know some of my friends work in the medical field, and oftentimes they have to work on the holiday. My husband has Thanksgiving and Christmas. He had Thanksgiving off, and now he has Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which they don't give Christmas Eve. He had to put in for that, but that was so that he could spend time with his sister on Christmas Eve and go to my family's on Christmas Day, because we spent Christmas or Thanksgiving with my husband's sister for the day, and then toward the end of my family's party, we went at the end to say hello to everybody as they was cleaning up, because it just took the whole day and we just couldn't. But his sister, it's important that him and his sister spend a lot of time together, because am I doing this right, or am I doing it all the way? It looks like I'm doing it right. I'm doubting it though. Well, we'll see. But anyway, it's important since his dad passed away, and this is the, this was the first Thanksgiving that they, were without their dad, that they spent the holidays together. So, and I thought, well, some people spend Christmas Eve as their holiday, not Christmas Day. So I know there's a lot of people that exchange presents on Christmas Eve. So I thought, well, since we mainly spent Thanksgiving Day with his sister, that we could spend Christmas with my family, Christmas Day. So we did Christmas Eve. We're doing Christmas Eve with her, and I'm making a spiral ham and green bean casserole because I forgot to buy it for Thanksgiving, and it's my husband's favorite dish. So that was bad of me. And we're having green bean casserole, honey ham, um, mashed potatoes and gravy, and probably some carrots roasted with the honey ham. And then for desserts, I don't know what pie I'm going with because I gravitate towards pumpkin and usually pecan, but pecan pie is made with corn syrup, and I'm a diabetic, so it's not a good thing for me. So I don't know, I might switch it up and do sweet potato pie because I like that just as much as I do pumpkin, but it does taste a little, slightly different. And that could be a change of pace where we don't have the same thing every holiday. But yeah, so as far as presents go, that's where I got off track before. We dropped the soap sacks off at the food pantry in our town. So, because they give away other things besides food. And then, let's see. So I got on the list of my things to get done, I got that done. And then I mailed off my box to my brother, and I'll put the picture of the snowman Noel up on the screen if I haven't already. I have to go back and look at what I've recorded already because I had to stop the video. So anyway, and I put a bunch of candy, and I ordered some embroidered towels from Ranee's business. They have my brother's two dogs on the towels, and they're tea towels for the kitchen. And that's basically what I did. Stocking stuffers, candy. What I call stocking stuffers are candy, a small presents. So the towels were like a small present, and the snowman ornament, stuff like that, I call stocking stuffers. That's basically what I sent, but the box was full. He likes Ferrero Rochers, so I got him a couple of boxes of those, and some pistachios, and just little bits and bobs of snacks for the holiday. And so I got that done. I mailed off my mom. I've been doing Advent presents for my mom. She's not going to be home at Christmas. So she's going to my brother's in D.C. So I didn't want anything ending up at her house around Christmas time and her not being there to receive it and somebody stealing it. So I've been, since the last week of November, I've been sending little presents and some kind of holiday treat. Like I got, she likes Snoopy, and they got these Snoopy 3D crystal puzzles, and I got her a Snoopy puzzle and a big, it's a huge tin, beautiful Dutch gingerbread, or Dutch ginger snaps. And they're really thin ginger cookies, and it's in this beautiful Dutch art inspired tin. It was so pretty. She loved it too. Oh, and I went in the wrong loop on that one. Okay, so am I supposed to be doing, I did say back loop. I bet I messed it up. Because I'm talking and it's really hard for me to, yep, I sure did. That whole row. No wonder why it doesn't look like it's supposed to. Ah, you guys, why'd you let me do that? Anyway, that's what I get for talking and crocheting. It's not easy for me. If you can't tell, I'm doing a lot of and ah. And if that bothers you, I may not do it again. But if you're okay with it, then I'll do it some more. I used to do it all the time, but I gotten away from doing crochet and chats. And I need to get back into the habit if that's something that you like. Although I don't plan my channel on what other people's opinions are of it. But, I do try and, listen to feedback. I'll at least listen once. And if I think it's something that I want to implement, then I will. Because you get people that want to control your channel, and, that doesn't work for me. I just did it again. Okay, back loop only. All right. Get it together, Patricia. Anyway, so yeah, I've been doing my mom little Advent presents every week. And so I just did her last Advent mailing because she's going to be with my brother and spend the Christmas holiday in DC, which is really cool. George Washington's house is there, and my brother lives nearly in the, well, I guess you could consider it the same neighborhood because it was George Washington's lands, but pieces have sold off, and what the actual property that my brother lives on was part of the land, the farm, George Washington's farm, which was really huge. But anyway, his house is gorgeous and really big. Look it up on the internet. It is really cool. I actually have pictures. If I remember, I'll put a picture up here on the screen for you guys. That would be kind of nice. But anyway, it's huge house. It has a huge front porch with rocker chairs, and they decorated up for Christmas. And of course, there's people in period clothing. You know, at the time that Washington would have lived there, and they tell you all kinds of historic facts and stuff. But anyway, and then of course DC with all the monuments and everything that you can go look at, and there's all kinds of cool museums in DC. We took my son there, and we got to go to the White House, and at the time, I was still in a wheelchair. And so because I couldn't go up the stairs, because when you go into the entrance, you have to go up some stairs to get to the main level of the house. The way that they take you in, because you have to go past security first with these drug sniffing dogs, and they're big old German shepherds, and they're behind this it's like slatted thing where they can still smell you for drugs, but not actually come into contact with you. But at the time, it was very disturbing to me. I love dogs and I love German shepherds, but when they're working dogs, and they could, but we were separated. There was a thing. I'm not scared of dogs, just dogs that may be able to kill me. But anyway, you could hear them go behind the thing. It was very intimidating to me. But anyway, we went through there, and then we couldn't go up the stairs with my wheelchair, so they took me through the kitchen, which people don't get to see, to get to this elevator, to get to this place where I could get to an elevator. They put an elevator in for, I want to say it was Roosevelt, and so that's the elevator to go to the different levels. in the White House. And there's also another access to that, but I don't think you can get to it that way. But anyway, they took me through the kitchen, and I got to see where when the White House burnt way back, with the British and all that, they left some of the brickwork. Some of the brickwork, of course, survived because it's brick. And there's this, I don't know if you call it plinth, whatever that piece of rock is that's at the top of the doorway. It's not really brick, it's stonework. But whatever that's called at the top there, it's exposed, and you can see the burn on it because I guess they wanted to keep it for historical reasons or something. But they won't let you take a picture. So there will be no pictures. My mom went for her phone before the guy could say don't take pictures, and you could see the look on his face. He started to get into serious mode. I was like, Mom, put your phone away. Mom was fixing it, of course you're going to take a picture, right? So, yeah, they don't let you take pictures in areas that you're not supposed to be in. And so we had a security guard who took us through the kitchen. I got to see, there was an elderly lady in there that I think she's retired now, but elderly cook. We went during the Obama administration. My brother got us tickets to see the White House, and that's when we went. And then so when you come out the elevator to get back to where everybody else is, you have to go through this one room, and it was roped off, and it's not a room you get to go into normally. So I got to be in that room. It was like a dining. There were some tables and stuff in there, a dining area, and beautiful antique. Everything's antique, of course, because it's the White House. But just was a really unique experience that not a lot of people get to have normally, because people can walk around and do everything. I just couldn't at the time. Now I use a walker, but even still it would be hard for me to get upstairs. If I went today, I'd probably still have to use the elevator. But anyway, it was pretty neat getting to see all that stuff. And the lady who worked in the kitchen, she was overseeing it. She was elderly, and she was sitting on a chair, and she said hello and everything. It was really nice. And it was just really cool being at the White House. I very much enjoyed going. I would love to go again. If I got to go visit my brother on vacation, I would go again to the White House. I'd ask him to get me tickets. I want to see it, especially right now at Christmas time, because it's decorated so pretty. That would be so nice, but I'm not going this year. But anyway, long story short, my mom's going to DC, so we won't get to send her presents on Christmas. So I went ahead and mailed her Christmas present, which I can't say what it is because she'll be watching this. Her last Advent present. I just thought it was nice, like an Advent calendar to get presents and treats, a sweet, every week until Christmas. But then, we didn't know when we started it that she was going to be at my brother's for Christmas. It was a last minute trip planning, so. But anyway, but my mom's taken care of. I sent her last present. My sister-in-law, I ordered her some towels from Ranee's, which will be getting mailed to me here shortly, and that have owls on it, because owls are her favorite thing. And Ranee does beautiful work, and if I can, I'll show it to you on a video once it arrives here. And then I'd ordered a sweater from Old Navy. Well, it didn't come. I mean, it's been since the 22nd that it was supposed to be on its way. It said it was even in my town for a while. I don't know why I didn't get it. And so I called up and I said, I'm returning it. Well, not really returning it. I never received it. And they approved the refund of my money onto my card, and it showed up today. So now I don't know if I'm going to have to call up and find out what to do about that. Um, I really hate dealing with customer service at all. But anyway, but now I have her sweater that I ordered, and possibly that I'll just put the re-put the charge back on my card, I guess. But so anyway, so my sister-in-law is taken care of with the tea towel set and the sweater. And I can't say what I got for my husband because he's home, but his present's taken care of. And of course, all the yarn ordering and the Christmas kit, crochet kits. Now this one came from Ranee, but I've been ordering kits myself. Not this one. This one was a gift from Ranee from the Woolly Llama shop. But I've been ordering these. As a matter of fact, I ordered one today. It's the snail one. I think I already told you guys. But I've been ordering these the last 2 months and yarn with all the sales. And I told my husband that's plenty for my Christmas. I've already got what I wanted for Christmas. So other than he got me some stocking stuffer candy that I could have. And you know, taking me out to eat and stuff like that. So, so we're gonna spend Christmas morning, him opening his present and having pancakes and just relaxing in our PJs before we have to get ready to go to my aunt's house, where the whole family will be, and we'll have a wonderful Christmas. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And let me see. Anything else that I've been working on? Other than I've got boxes everywhere from ordering for everybody. I mean, I could move with the amount of boxes that I have right now. Oh, and I got my dad some new boots. Wolverine boots for work. And those came. So anyway, there's boxes everywhere. So I need to go through boxes, make sure I've emptied them completely, put the yarn away. I've gotten gifts of yarn from my mom and stuff where I need to put the yarn back in the totes so that there's not boxes sitting everywhere. And that's pretty much what's going on with me right now. Just trying to get these last minute things. I have 3 commissioned Hello Kitty woobles that I need to make for my aunt's grandchildren. And but I'm getting all the things, like I made the ornament for my brother. That was one of the things I needed to finish. I made that trivet, candy cane trivet, and some coasters for somebody, and I'm finishing the scarf, and I have to make those 3 Hello Kitty woobles. Is there anything else? We pushed my mom's blanket to Mother's Day because it just wasn't going to get done. Other than those woobles, I think that every Christmas project that I needed to get done besides my mom's blanket, which she's going to get for Mother's Day, is done. And woobles pretty much take me a day, maybe 2 if I, split up some of the work. So I think that I could probably get those done before Christmas and get them to my aunt. I know I can. I just have to push myself a little bit because doing 3 things of the same thing gets a little boring. It's hard to keep your mind on it. I do like variety. And sorry, you guys are getting my frowny crochet face, but I'm usually deep in thought when I'm crocheting, and so I get that resting stitch face. But anyway, I hope that you guys are getting all the things done that you need to get done, getting all the rest you need to get if you're planning on, just resting through the holiday season. I hope you're not up to your nose in snow. We've been getting a ton of snow, and we're supposed to be the weather tonight, or yeah, it's supposed to get down to 7 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but let me tell you something. It is so cold. And I've had to shove snow off the ramp. I use my Swiffer. I turn it. Swiffer is, if you guys don't know, it's one of those things you put a dust cloth on and you move it around on your floor and it gets all the dust up. Or you could use it also to do the TV or whatever if you use the handheld Swiffer. But I have a long Swiffer for the floor. And I turn it sideways like a snowplow when the snow is still wet and easy to move. And I just shove the snow off. And so every time we've gotten another dump of snow, I just go out there. It takes me like 5 minutes because it's easy at that point. And I just shove it off. It's okay because I have my ramp and I can hold on to the handrails, and I have my walker. And but I just like to keep that because the ramp is my lifeline to get to the car. And I could have to go to the doctor or the hospital or whatever, so I try to keep that cleared off. And if I wait till my husband gets home, it could solidify, with the cold temperatures and be an ice sheet, and I can't have that. So, and it doesn't take me very long. It's just you just basically walk and hold the thing and shove the snow off. Sorry, I jerked the cord. My tablet's plugged in so the battery don't run out. But anyway, so yeah, we've been getting a ton of snow, and it's going to be 7 degrees tonight. We're putting the little portable heaters in the bathroom and making sure the cabinets are all open and the water's dripping so the pipes don't freeze, because that's a real hazard around here. The pipes busting, and then you have an amazing mess on your hands and a huge bill and everything. So we're worried about that. It's supposed to get I think the high is going to be 13. It's amazingly cold. It's our first super cold snap of the year. I mean, we've had 30-degree and snow, but 13 is highly different, and 7 is oh no. 7 is definitely oh no. But anyway, I'm almost at the end of this row, and then I'm going to let you go because it's been 30 minutes, and I don't like to keep everybody very long, and also my husband's home, so it's his weekend. I kind of want to spend time with him, but he was doing some things, so I had a little bit of a moment I could share with you guys. What am I doing? Oh, because I gotta do that. Okay. Talking to myself. Get this done. Huh. Yep, I did do it wrong. There we go. I think. Yep, I did it wrong again. Hold on. I keep forgetting to count the chain space, because that's where I need to put a stitch. Okay. I dropped my crochet hook. One more. The end is kind of difficult. Okay, and then I need to chain one and turn. Okay. It's pretty long. It's long enough. I made this one, it's longer than the pattern. I added enough to, make it really long so that she could wrap it around and, have a bunch of warmth. But it's so sparkly. I love it. Reminds me of the night sky with stars, that's, or a galaxy. You could easily make it galaxy. But anyway, I'm going to put that down so I can say goodbye. So I hope you guys are having fun and being little joy bombs in your corner of the world's doing all the holiday things, or avoiding the holiday things and being peaceful. Whatever makes you happy this season, whether you call it Christmas season, holiday season. I call it Christmas. But everybody's welcome here, no matter what you call it. And if you don't call it anything at all, I hope that you're well rested and peaceful and just enjoying the snow out on the lawn, or enjoying being cozy, wrapped up in your chair and watching your favorite movie, or whatever makes you happy. And I hope you're being little joy bombs in your corner of the world, sharing your craft, sharing your passion, and sharing your joy. And if you can't do anything else while you're out and about running your errands, or doing some Christmas shopping, or just buying the toilet paper for the week, that if you run across somebody, you give them your best smile, because you don't know what that person's been through, and your smile might be just what they need to turn their day around. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.